All right. So anyway, good morning. I was testing out the issue that I was having with having a split screen with somebody, and with Paul over at Paul's Asian Adventure, and we were jicky jacking around with it, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't hear a guest that was on the program, and so apparently it looked like we were doing a live stream. Even though I set it on private, it decided to go ahead and go public. So I thought, what the hell? I've got about 30 minutes before I go to bed. I'll just come on and say hello to everybody. Good night to me. Good morning to you. And found out the problem was I have to wear these things, which have to be attached to the microphone. So, you know what I mean? There's always something, right? So anyway, I just thought I'd say hello to everybody. No agenda. Good morning, Charlie Jett from Louisiana. Hey, are you still up? Yeah, this is late for me. It's been a long week. Been a busy boy. Charles, what's going on, my friend? Hey, boss, what's going on, Daddy-O? So I'll say hi to everybody. I hope you all can hear me. We're doing good, Ed. Been a busy week. Got Jason out of the hospital, which is good news. And his recovery is slow. We're still trying to decide how this is going to play out for him. Favorite food in the Philippines? Typical Filipino dishes I don't care for. The best food I've ever eaten has been in my own home. So I like lumpia, it's all right, but it's not a healthy diet. I mean, I keep gaining weight. Hey, man, respect back at you, baby. How are you, young man, over there in the land down under? Hey, listen, if you ever want to be on with me, let me know. I got the audio figured out. So you and me can do a live stream sometime. Well, I mean, it's either the friggin' internet or the audio or visual or something. No, I didn't get a haircut. This is just I've been driving around on the gay looking scooter all day. Look. A little windblown effect. Hey, Stephen Day, haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing? Well, thank you very much. That was, I like round numbers, so I can stay at 25. If I don't get any more, that's fine. I was happy at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I like those numbers. If it gets to like 27, I won't like it. I always say, if you don't subscribe to the channel, I don't blame you. Yeah, I'm glad to hear about Jason too. He's still trying to recover. He's at home. I'm going to do a video. Probably, I did 3 videos like back to back yesterday, or the day before yesterday. My days are running together. I did a video with Jen, who lives next door. I did a video with Mia from Paul's Asian Adventure. And then I did another interview with Stash Wagner, the musician, who wrote the song Don't Bogart That Joint. I did it all in one day, all 3 interviews. So I was running around. And then because the first part of the month, I was dilly-dallying around with Jason. And so was Stash. And Stash did a lot, but we put on a concert for him and yada, yada, yada. But the whole thing about the hospital is what I want to do a video about, the hospital experiences out here. And then I just had coffee with my friend Gary, whose kid got bit by a dog, and took her to the same hospital and what he went through. And so I think that, I've said it 1,000 times. I think sometimes when we talk about retiring to the Philippines and all that, for rebooting your life and replenishing your soul and leaving the drama behind, that's all well and good. However, I like to take what I call the shine off the dime. When you get here, there are other challenges that you're going to face. So it's not like you land in the Bahamas. This is a different breed of cat out here. And so hospitals being one, at least here I got to qualify that, here in the Dumaguete area. I have a strong feeling that in Makati and Cebu and even Manila, that there are much better facilities. I know Bangkok's got some of the top rated hospitals in the world. So, if anything happened to someone here sudden, I think it would be bad news. I really do. And that's pretty much the gist of the video that I'm going to do, because I think it's fair warning to those coming out with medical issues or without medications and the way that they run things. It's ass backwards. Again, that's here in Dumaguete. How's it going out there in Alabama? Yeah, I figured it was about 10:30 or so, East Coast, and maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that, West Coast. Daylight savings screwed me up. May and I both, when we did premieres, I just launched a premiere. It's going to go off at 2 a.m. my time, because apparently that's a good time for you guys over there. And then about 6 o'clock a.m. here is when the majority of the people that watch this channel are on. So it's got like a 4-hour lead time. But I urge you to watch it. It's a nice little interview with Jen, who lives next door, Mark Thornton's girlfriend, and she has a channel called Every Woman Has a Story. And you know me, I like to promote people doing channels. And so her and I got together, and I did an interview with Mark the other day on his channel. And then him and I are going to get together and do a live stream. So all kinds of stuff going on. Baby May's sick. Baby May doesn't feel good. She's in bed. Oh, this is my mic. Yeah. This is the first time you guys are seeing the mic, because I'm set up here at the table. I usually set up where the couch is and the mic is lower, so you don't see it. But this is the whiz-bang mic I got. Yeah, thanks, Tony. I know you had a lot of questions about religion, and I would just recommend that you would Google those questions. I don't feel like I have enough, background, if you will, to answer some of the questions that you have. But they're good questions. It's going good. How do you guys feel about talking about religion? I'm curious about that. Some people I got to turn my phone off. Sorry about that. Let me turn this mofo off. Okay, let's see. So anyway, where was I? Oh, religion. Curious about you guys. All right, man, you got to run. You got to run. Got a favorite food? I like a lot of food. I'm a foodie. I'm a fat guy, so I like food. I like steak. I'm a pretty basic, easygoing guy, a steak and potato guy. Fish, if it's done well, I like salmon. Like sushi a lot. So yeah, there's a lot of foods that I like out here. that I've kind of found my niche as far as restaurants go, but it's still not the same. I like Thailand's food better. Sorry. Good morning, Todd. From sunny Spain. God bless you. I'm not going to be on here real long, guys. Like I said, I got a video that's going to be coming out in a few hours, so I hope you all catch that. May released a video. I hope you all catch that. And yeah, and Filipina Life with Mia, that's coming up in 3 days after Jen's video. So I got together with her, and we did nothing but make fun of Paul. Yeah. I've had this idea of doing actually a YouTube movie, but it would require like editing and drones and stuff like that. And I thought, of course, I don't do editing. And on my videos, I just set up the camera and I babble for a while, or I interview somebody, and I don't cut anything out or add anything in. But I did think that it would be fun to, as a project one day, not one day, but like 1 month, do a video where I would just keep a bunch of clips and blend them into a movie. So that's something that might be in the future. I just can't get that motivated. Filipina Life with Mia. That's right, Paul. Yeah. Yeah. So I get my green screen going. Yeah, healthcare in the Philippines is not good. Not compared to if I had a heart attack tonight, I'd die. I had a heart attack in 2010, and within under 30 minutes, I had a stent in my heart. How you like them apples? I had a stent in my heart in under 30 minutes. That's ambulance ride, get to the hospital, take the x-ray, get the doctor in, go to the groin, go up, find the problem, bang, put the stent in. Guy saved my life. Here, that would be the last thing. Thank you, Fisher Lord. We appreciate that. That'll get baby May in the bikini because she goes to Okai. Sunny Florida. How are you, Florida? Spring is coming up, huh? Yeah, it's getting hot here. 7:35 West Coast. All right. I was right. Sort of. Good morning. Paradise is good. I had a great day yesterday. I had a hard day today. Today kind of got one of those days where I didn't do what I wanted to do. I was helping a friend out who needed to fill out some paperwork, and he's got some challenges as far as being able to read and stuff like that. And so anyway, I went over to help him as best I could, and it just took longer than I thought. And then I came back here. I thought, man, I had plans to do something, but she was still in bed because it's that time of the month and she's got cramps and her stomach hurts. So we just let her lay down and relax and be lazy, which she's entitled to. And then I went off and had coffee with my friend Gary, and we just, we solved all the world's problems. And I came back home. And then Paul of Paul's Asian Adventure was kind enough to get on the phone with me. And we jikky-jacked around with why I was having a hard time with hearing guys on a split screen. And turns out I need to plug these earbuds into this microphone that I've got. And the weirdest thing is it used to work. It used to just work. And now it changed its mind. I don't know. Yeah. I got to bore you for 30 minutes on Mark's channel. Let's see. Aloha, Paul. I've been following you for a while. Enjoy watching your videos. And it's still a long way away, but I'm looking forward to seeing your vlog about your experience in May versus Land. Well, you're going to have to hang on to your hat on that one because we are far away. that is going to require a long time. But she's very dedicated to saving her money. So that's the goal, is to pack away her money as best we can and save up so that she can buy a place. And he said, moving to right retiring 2 years, like they short my life. I accept that moving to the Philippines when I retire in 2 years is likely to shorten my life. I don't know about that, William. If you're coming here with medical issues, that could be a very true statement. If you're coming here with not necessarily emotional issues, but just, boredom and all that, it might lengthen your life. I'm convinced that I'm living longer because I'm here. And there's Devout Don. Hello, ladies and germs. Yeah. Good morning, Jay. Yeah, it extended mine. I'm convinced of that. It extended the quality of it, if nothing else. $2. They stain your hands really bad. Your fingers really bad. They're not near the quality. They don't taste as good. They're not as good. They're rougher. So the cigarettes suck. And they really, really stain your hands. There's something off the paper or whatever. Yeah, just do it. Sure. Right. But you know what? It's that is a religion. That's the way I approach that kind of stuff. I got a thumbs down from Mike. Thank you. Religion usually can start an argument with people that want to argue, but I love everybody. All religions are good. It's interesting how that starts. My dad always said, if you want to get into it with somebody, talk to them about religion or money. And that's bound to piss them off. But I think it's important that whatever your religious stance is, Christian, Muslim, atheist, that you aren't afraid to state it. I mean, I don't want to preach. I don't want to save anybody's soul. I don't want to do a sermon. I've done a couple of videos about my search, but it's something I feel strongly about and I'd like to share. So it's my channel and I'm going to do whatever I want to do. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. No religion, please. Well, you know what, bro? I gotta disagree with you. It would be more about my journey. And I don't think that it needs to be something that would cause an argument. I think it would be something that would cause a thought, or at least understand me. It would entitle you to know where I come from. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I do, but I like ceviche in America the way I make it a lot better than they do here. Yeah, but it would be one of my bobbleheads. It would be, it wouldn't be set up as an argument. Like I said, I've done a couple of videos about my spiritual journey. And I had a number of atheists write me and say how much they enjoyed the video because it wasn't confrontational. It was just explaining. And like I said, I'm not here to preach or save souls or convince you. But for some reason, it's just been on my heart that I want to do it. And like I said, I'll do whatever I want to do. Yeah. Depends on the person you're talking to. I've had some great conversations with atheists. And I've listened. I didn't really talk. I just listened. I said, well, why? Why are you an atheist? And how did you come to that? And what drew you to that? And so I find that interesting. And so I like the origin of things. I like a lot of the wisdom that is found, and I understand where people get jicky about it because of the Crusades and the violence, and why do people suffer, and why do bad things happen to babies. And I get it. Maybe I'll do it on my member only thing if I ever do that. Morning, Tom. See, I just mentioned the word and everybody got all jiggy. We're doing good. She didn't take umbrage. No, she didn't. No. She does, you know what? She actually did. I told her she had needed to re-edit it because she had, not because she did anything wrong, but she re-looped the same frame, if you will. It's like she asked the question and the girl answered, and then it went right back and it asked the question and the girl answered again. It was like a double. So I said, you need to slice that so it's just singular. But the girl that she interviewed, the woman, I guess I should say, the young woman, was terrified and asked to be on the program, wanted to do it because her friend did it, and is a real nice young lady. And I gave May a little advice about some definitions so that people could understand a little bit better. In other words, it was a woman that worked in a cantina being a food serving place for locals. And May said, and they don't give you shampoo or soap. And I thought, well, that's got to be confusing. Now, I knew what she was talking about. The woman works at the cantina, and part of her salary is the owner gives her a little tiny room to sleep in behind the cantina or to the side. And so it's kind of like work and room. But when she was mentioning shampoo and soap, no board. The woman didn't get any accoutrements like food or shampoo or deodorant or a toothbrush or toothpaste. It was just do the job and then go back in that little room and sleep, and then get up and go to work again. And everything else is on you. And she was paid an entire 3,500 pesos a month. One of the videos that I'm going to do with May is I'm going to go through a squatter's village and show that side of the world. And I did a video with Maria Catherine. She came back on the show for a second time. Maria Catherine is a single mom. She's real pretty. And she'd been sponsored with her school, and some guys had helped her. And got a lot of snarky comments about how she's just after money and this and that and the other. And I get it, because she's pretty. I don't know what would have happened if she had been, unattractive, what kind of the comments would have been. But I said, that's okay. I'm going to take you through where she lives. Hope. No. Now, I know a guy. I had coffee with Martin who's staying at one of the condos, and he's not impressed. I know another guy that stayed at one of the condos. He's not impressed. I've watched them build the same condos for the last 4 years. They're still not done. I've watched the quality of work. It's not done well. No, I wouldn't invest. That's just me. I'm not telling you not to, but I bought the car, but I didn't get the car. And so the car needed a stabilizer for the steering wheel. And then when he took it into the shop, it turns out it needed a new rack and pinion, which he's taken care of. So we chatted today, and he said, I'm getting that taken care of also. And so the car will happen probably next week. And he's been having a hard time getting a hold of me on my phone, because on my phone, messages don't come through unless I leave the house. Inside the apartment, I can't get a phone call. But if I walk outside, the phone will ring. My burrito finally showed. Did you get Andy to do this live stream? Is that necessary? Okay, let's get back to the adults here. I'm disappointed. It almost sounds like you're talking about work. Yeah, man. But you know what? There's a difference between work and labor of love. And so it's my hobby. And some days I'm fired up. It's like I really want to I just really want to do it. I really want to do some videos. I really want to talk to this person or that person, because I think their stories are interesting. I think it's fun to hang out with them. If you can see behind the scenes, it would be really cool, because we have these conversations and we chuck and jive and we joke, and sometimes those are better than the interviews themselves. And so other days, I'm just not in the mood. So what happened is yesterday felt like such a success, because I try to launch videos every 3 days. I figure that's the life of a video, is about 72 hours, and then it starts to die off. So if I have 3 in the can, that's 9 days, right? And in between there, I can do 1 or 2 talking head videos without leaving the house. And that's a month's worth of videos. So it's not like work. But you're right. You make a good point. Some days it does feel like a job. Feels more like a job when May's doing a video, because I got to take her here and take her there. No, medicine ain't cheap out here. None of it's cheap. If again, I do this hospitalization video, which I feel compelled to do almost as a community service deal, and to retell the tale of what part of the stuff that we endured, Jason went through, and poor Stash went through. Because I want to, like I said, take the shine off the dime and give you guys a little more of a realistic viewpoint of what to expect out here. And maybe some of you shouldn't come if you've got serious medical conditions. Well, I don't know. I'm sure it will. So be it. Again, see, my dad is always right. If you just bring up the word, it gets people riled up. Politics, money, religion. If I told you that I voted for this guy or I voted for that guy, it would create controversy, even though it's just a statement. If I told you that I believed in Jesus, that would create it. If I told you I was an atheist or a Muslim or a Buddhist, creates controversy. I don't know why it gets people so jicky. Yeah, got that right. She's rocking them bikinis too. She's got a few more coming. How's the painting? What did I miss? Yeah, we do have that's a good word. Appreciate that, Fisher. We have a big respect for money. We have been called e-beggars by people, which is fine. But I beg them, if I'm going to beg, I beg you to tell me where I ever asked anybody to send me any money, because I never do. At the morning, it says, good morning, everybody, at the bottom. It doesn't say support my channel or buy my t-shirt or I have a land fund. It doesn't say that. And the majority of the money that does come into the channel goes to other people. And we don't show that. But we do show it. So in other words, what I do is, for Jason, for example, is a great example, is people did donate money to Jason without me asking for it. They said, oh, this dude's in the hospital. I like him. Let me send him $100. Well, I would take a picture of that. And anybody that requested, I would just send them a picture of him with their money. So I've got all these pictures and got receipts from the hospitals and stuff like that. And then if somebody sends, like Maria Catherine, some guys listened to her story and they said, we want to help her. And they sent me money. So I took pictures of her with the money. And I actually took some video clips for saying, thanks, Bob. Thanks, Tom. And, just in case, that's something to produce or show here. But if the guy ever says, hey, did you ever give her that money? I can say, well, what's your name, Tom? Okay, here you go. Boom. And there's a video of that. So where else was I going to go with this? Forgot. Let's see. So this is a troll. This is baby mama's son. Paul beat me every day and take all my money. I don't know. What do you figure the IQ level is on this? Not that many. The older guys, Vietnam vets, I like talking to them. Some World War II guys, but not a lot of the younger guys. But a lot of guys did a little bit of time in the service. Thank you very much, Warren. I don't know what that means. YT. Good morning from Wisconsin, Tennessee. Lone Wolf Bushcraft YouTube channel. Are you promoting the channel there, Lone Wolf? You are? That's good. Yeah, well, that's 13 more than I figured on. And this is impromptu because I was really farting around trying to figure out why the split screen wasn't working. Last time I was with Bud Brown. So I was talking with Paul, and he said, try this, try that, because he had the same problem. And so misery loves company. So he figured out the problem, and we did a video call, and then we tested it out. We got it figured out. I think faith in general is a cool thing. I just like faith. I've always said it takes a lot of faith to be an atheist. Why? I like Native American. I actually have a little bit of American Indian in me. Not a lot, but a little bit. I actually did a video, Edward, if you want to search it. It's called, I forgot what it is. I did one about Pastor Stan, and then another word, I think it was called God is Good. And it was more about my spiritual journey. And what's the big deal? If I say, I'm a Christian guy, or if I'm a Jew, or I'm a Muslim, or I'm an atheist, it's just giving you information, right? It's like saying I'm a 66-year-old male, and I don't know what the big deal is. So I just want to do one of my talking head things about it. I just feel compelled to do it. Why? Not convincing, not preaching. I mean, just say it over and over and over again. I'm not going to be on a pulpit saying, do this or that happens. Well, let's see. Finally, I've got a question here. I know a lot of bloggers are leaving Dumageddon. What are the odds you'll leave too? And if you leave, what's on top of the list? I just know of 2 vloggers that have left. What are the odds that you'll leave too? Well, we will vacation once the COVID thing is done. I like Dumaguete as a home base and feel comfortable here. But inter-island travel is still supposed to open up. They keep changing the rules. So we were 4 days of freedom, and then 4 days into the freedom of traveling inter-island, the mayor of Dumaguete came up with some sort of letter of acceptance or something like that so that you can get back into the country. And nobody seems to really know, do you need a test? Don't you need a test if you leave? And then my fear is that everything is copacetic on Thursday. May and I leave on Friday. We go to, well, pick an island. We go to Sikihor for 3 days. And so we're there Saturday and Sunday. And then on Monday, they change the rules. And so we either can't get back in, or if we do, we got to go through all these hoops. So I'm a patient man. May's a patient woman. And I've said, you know what? We're just going to wait until things calm down. We are actually very lucky here. I can go anywhere I want to go. The worst thing that can happen to me is I have to wear a face mask and a shield if I go someplace like Hypermart or Robinson's. So guess what? We don't go to Hypermart or Robinson's because we don't like to wear both. And a hospital, like when I went to go see Jason. Definitely will improve the quality of life. I have no medical issues yet, but hopefully we'll live beyond 90 and I may even encounter a few issues. Yeah. Well, you know, you're going to encounter issues no matter where you live, be it your home country or here or there or somewhere else. I think that the biggest killer, at least the biggest one for me, is stress. And I had a lot of stressful years for a long time. Very stressful. And so just the lack of stress feels like, you know, it's taken a lot off. Feel a lot better. Mental attitude's better. Yeah, that's, you know what, I'm a freedom of speech guy. So if I want to talk about it, something, I'm going to talk about it. And if you like it, cool. And if you don't, unsubscribe or don't watch it. Peruvian food is awesome. Yeah, it's just another video, you know, and then you move on and you do something else. But if I feel like talking about something, I'm going to talk about it. It's a video diary of my life. See, it's okay to share what music genre you like, but not what religion you may be interested or following. Why? Why? What's so scary? Good morning, Bob. If it's respectful, sure. Yeah. Well, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Politics don't interest me. In fact, the whole Republican Democrat things doesn't interest me. What interests me is the bigger picture. Who's controlling them? The corporate people, the real puppeteers that are controlling all of this. Politics are a smoke and mirrors for what's really going on. I've spoken. Good morning, Jamie. The other video I'd like to see me is how to avoid having your Filipina been offloaded. You may travel outside of it. That's also a faraway experience. Well, that's offloaded, if you guys don't know what that means, is that we try to leave the country, and they won't let May leave because it's her first time. So I would just stay with her if that was the case. I would just cancel the trip. I wouldn't, split without her. Good morning, San Diego. Thank you. It's nice to see you too. I'm not going to be here very long, kids. It's 11 o'clock. It's time for my night-night. But I was jicky-jacking around with this thing, and I started a live stream. It looked like I was going live, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just go live for a while. Yeah, I would encourage patience. I think it's going to be a while, to be honest with you. There you go. I have some fascinating stories that I've heard from some guys that used to be one religion or now another. Well, I would just like to give my spin on it. And again, I got to say it for the millionth time. I'm not here to change anybody's mind. Oh, okay. Hi, Paul. I've seen various comments referring to female Filipinas as Phil's penis P. And my question to you is, are those derogatory terms? And if so, do they feel offended by them? I don't believe they do. P is a vlogger. That's her nickname, if you will. Pinas, I've heard Pinoy. And Phil's, to be honest with you, I haven't heard. But I don't think those are derogatory terms. If it's just descriptive of, someone from the Philippines. Yeah, there is a lot of slave labor. And that's why I want to show you the squatters area. Put some, and the point that I want to make to the whole thing is how dynamic these people look and how clean they look and how hygienically clean they are coming out of these conditions. You wouldn't think it would be possible that someone could look so nice and clean. Yeah, I won't be here long. I'm doing good, Lone Roof. Nice to see you, Alaska. Thank you very much. Every now and then we get one right. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good evening to me. Okay, I'm going to stay on for 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to call this test a success. Talking to people bring out the salesman in you. See, I'm not trying to sell anything, though. I'm just trying to express myself. I've done my selling. Thumbs up are nice. But remember what I say. Every time you give a thumbs up, you want to bend at the hips and hydrate afterwards because it takes a lot of effort. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go deeper into it. I don't really teach her. Thank you. I try to encourage her. I try to correct her. I try to assist her. I try to let her do her own thing. But I have been a little critical lately just because of I've been trying to get her to change things up. She might go on hiatus for a while. Like I took October off and I just didn't feel energized by it. I felt drained by it. It wasn't fun, so I stopped doing it. And that was fine. And in November, I picked it back up. And she might do the same thing because she's feeling a little, it gets a little torquey after a while. Right on, Paul. Get on back. Well, yeah, I know who that is. And, I actually feel sorry for these people. I mean, what kind of lonely existence to do nothing but watch what other people are doing and wish you were doing it. Well, that's why I feel bad for them. And the effort that they put into it, it's just amazing. Why don't they just talk about their lives instead of being so concerned about what I'm doing? How can you verify that a Filipina is not married or separated? There is some kind of document that you can have produced. Forget the name of it. But they actually, before you get married, you have to produce that document. I just don't know the name of it. Yeah. I kind of like to get people pissed off every now and then, you know. When I did the God is Good video, my friend called me up and said, you know, you're going to lose a lot of people. I said, those are the ones I want to lose. Good riddance. Yeah. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. And, you know, it's your choice to watch it or not. And again, I think you'd be surprised at get jiggy with it. And at the content. I got it today. Yeah. Thank you. I hope you guys get yours. Did you move? That place looks different. Yeah, that's the CR behind me. And May's sleeping, so I didn't go in that room. And I was just jacking around out here with Paul because he was helping me with some audio issues. And so I went live. It was supposed to be private. It didn't go private. It went public. And I thought, well, people think I'm going live. Maybe I should just do it. I appreciate that, Jenny. I really do. You know, when in doubt, tell the truth. Oh, here we are again. You know that Maria Catherine scammed so many fellow expats, and you still had your... Well, she didn't scam anybody. I'm going to take you to where she lived. This is the person that has gone to the trouble of taking one of May's pictures and called her baby May Masson, and has nothing to do. And this is exactly what I was talking about. No one asked for any money. For those that don't know, she is a single mom, been under COVID, can't go to work. She has a special needs sister. She has a mom with a hurt foot. She lives in a squatter's village. And this person wants you to know that she scammed so many fellow expats, and you still had you in her videos. Again, why? I had her back because she's my friend. I haven't seen her in a year. Since COVID, we've not been able to get together. She didn't scam anybody. And don't you have something better to do? And why did you let me ask you this. Does insulting women and insulting local Filipinas fulfill something in you? Would you like to come to Dumaguete, whoever you are, sit across from May and I in a public place, and have a moderator there or somebody filming it? Wouldn't be any violence or anything like that. And would you like to call her names and see if you could make her cry? Would that fulfill you? Would that make you feel better, whoever's doing this? Do you think that insulting females is something that fulfills something in you? Does that do something for you? Do you think insulting the local population here, you're probably a foreigner that's visiting, does that fulfill something in you? Do you think that is something that's a quality that you're proud of? Do you have a mother? Do you have a sister? Have you ever had a girlfriend? These are the things I want to know about you. Why? Why did you take my girlfriend's picture, change her name around, make up a slanderous comment about someone that's not true, insult women, and insult all Filipinas by doing so? What do you get from that? How much brain damage do you have? Thank you very much, Damon. Sorry about spending so much time on the little troll. Probably 14 years old. Got a funny feeling in his pants. Doesn't know what to do with it. How we get off on IQs? I don't know what that means. Tamsack. 80 likes. That's better. 3 condos around for 3 or 4 years old. It seems the HOA fees aren't being spent for routine maintenance. I can imagine. Yeah, dude. Let me be the bearer of bad news. I do not see these places being maintained real well. It's just my observation. Now, I was in an apartment complex today where they redid everything, but it was an apartment. Pierre Jean-Claude, greetings to you. Hey, Paul, it's Joe. We're going to Young Bee from Missouri this weekend. Will you do that? I ain't doing a bunch next week. Okay, brother. I'll take it. I love saying stuff like that. It's pretty much true. Yeah, I got it. Yes, you can. I was just helping a guy set up TransferWise today, and he hadn't done any of it. And we got about halfway through, and we both said, well, let's just take this up again tomorrow. It was a total nightmare. So real quick, kids, if you're coming out here, for God's sakes, keep your phone plan. T-Mobile, Verizon, whatever it is, get an international plan on it. Set up TransferWise or Zoom or what's it called? Not MoneyGram, but Western Union. There's all kinds. Set them up in the States. Have an address in the States. You'll be able to send money to yourself from the States to the Philippines. They are going to want to, first time that you do it, they're going to want to verify it via text. You're not going to have a Filipino phone number when you're in the States. You're going to have an American number. You need that American number or British number or wherever you are to work here in the Philippines if you're coming here. They're going to send you a text. It's going to be a 6-digit code or an 8-digit code to verify it's you. And then they will send you your money. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to save you guys some brain damage. And that's one of the biggest ones. Good old RAL Speedwagon, right? Hey, John, good to see you, brother. Yeah, that's my point, is May and I just said, screw it. We're not going anywhere. We're not doing anything. We're going to stay in the island because we get to go just like we used to. We can go to the Moon Cafe. We can go to the Why Not? Well, they got a curfew, so... But we went there one night. We had a couple beers. The girls got out and jumped around on the dance floor for an hour, and we went home. And it was just like normal. If we want to go to a beach resort, we can. If I want to go drink a beer, I can. If I want to go to have a cup of coffee, I can. McDonald's is open. Everything's open. It's just travel that's restricted. And I'm cool with that. I know you guys aren't. You guys want to come out here. You know what, man? I'm not into predictions, but I'm saying it's going to take longer than people think. That's exactly true. I said that on Mark's channel. I did an interview with Mark Thornton, and I made that observation. They're a little more sullen over there. Right on, Daddy-O. Come on out and see us. I got my stimulus check today. I hope everybody got theirs. Yeah, Finn Snow. I saw him 3 days ago at, where was I? Liquid Dive Resort. Yeah, I decided to come on for a minute, Ron. We were doing a test, trying to figure out a technical issue, and I thought, hey, what the hell? That's correct. I agree with that 100%. It is over the top. It's amazing the number of old men get religion. The shields are not enough. Well, everybody's got an opinion on shields and masks. Good morning. How are you, my friend? Is there any religion? I believe in science, and there's evidence that seems to confirm a creator as well as evolution, so I guess I'm agnostic. See, there you go. See? I like the big picture stuff. I like the big questions. You know, like the beginning of time. When did time begin? That's where you get religion, all right. That when you're really drunk the next day, you're throwing up. You're like, oh God, I'll never do this again. Please, God. Let's see. Please be careful of traveling without the vaccine shot. As unfortunately, you're probably in the high risk. I am in the high risk category. Well, we don't have very many cases out here. I honestly think that I had COVID already when I came back from Vietnam. That's another story. But I was in bed for 6 weeks, coughing with a fever. What does that sound like? Baby May got it from me. And then it's a long story, but that was way back before COVID was even mentioned. It was back in December is when I got back from Vietnam. I was in a plane, 2 different planes with a bunch of people from China. I encountered a lot of Chinese people while I was in Vietnam. And when I got home, I had a fever, a severe cough, aches and pains, no appetite, difficulty breathing, and for 6 weeks. Sounds like COVID to me. So I think I've already actually had it. But I can't prove that. I went to the doctor. They said I had upper respiratory infection. There you go. Banks and insurance companies, right? Diabetes runs rampant over here because the food is so sweet and non-nutritious. I have a Filipino friend that just got half of his leg cut off due to diabetes, poor diet. See, now we're going political. Yeah. Those are the things that I don't want to talk about it right now, but those are the things that I would do a video on and you guys can comment on. I was supposed to be here all night. I was supposed to be off 5 minutes ago, by the way. Yeah, I left mine. Semper Fi, God bless you. Yeah. Like I said, it could be Buddha, it could be Jesus, it could be science, it could be good night, sir. Yeah. They say you should never argue with idiots because they will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. That's why I probably shouldn't go after the trolls. There's no winning. They're all narcissists. It's like wearing a Nike t-shirt trying to receive growing car badges unless you agree with everyone and all you're doing. I disagree. See, I wouldn't be talking about religion. I would be talking about my search for it, my questions that I had. I wouldn't be promoting my religion. I wouldn't be trying to sell it to you or convince you of it. I would just be telling you my experience. Get it? What do Filipinas have to do to leave the Philippines for a vacation? Same as everybody else, bro. If it requires a test, they got to do it. What's he dictates? The opposite of a creator. Okay. It's easy. I have some Jewish friends out here. I don't see any temples, but is rubbing in people's faces or bragging about it, be happy like me. Yeah, that's like, if you do this, you're going to get that. And I wouldn't be in such a wonderful position if it wasn't because of. It's not where I'd be coming from, kids. I don't care. Thank you, Philip. I don't care. This is for me. This is my own personal diary. If I want to have, here I say that I'm a Christian, then I have a girl with a bikini sitting next to me. So go figure that out, right? Wow, man, those are so, I could, but those are some of those memories I just as soon leave behind and forget about. They were really painful. They were really tough. Some things are just best left alone. I don't really want to regurgitate those. I appreciate you asking. If maybe one day, so I think it might help somebody, but some of them are so off the hook that they're actually hard to believe. But truth is stranger than fiction, I can tell you that. I haven't heard word one about me getting a vaccine or anything else. I'm just amazed at how clean and neat as a pin both men and women are with what they have as far as, showers. They pour water over their head with clothes on because they're modest outside. And then they shampoo their hair and they wash and they use soap. And then they go inside where they can take off their wet clothes and put on fresh clothes, brush their teeth and comb their hair. And they come out looking like $1 million. And they just washed with their clothes on and a cold bucket of water going over their head. Yeah, I think the first trip is the toughest, my friend. And I think Singapore is the easiest one to do. And we've done a lot of things to try to ensure that May's covered. Like she's got 2 bank accounts and she's got a job, which is YouTube, and income statements and bank statements. And I think I can co-sign for her, I think. Okay, I got to run through these guys because I want to go to bed. Almost no perspiration. That's a true statement too. Yeah, it's too late for me. But you know what's weird is sometimes I wake up at like 2 in the morning because I go to sleep at like 7 at night. And that's when I do a live stream. So it's like I'm bored. When did deeper dive become the best buzz term? I don't know about that. Along with double down. Let's see, I agree to disagree with you. Your religion does not make you the great person you are. You are the great person because you understand life. You are not a bitter old grandfather like Andy O. Yeah. Everybody just be nice to one another. How about that? Cinemar. That's what I was looking for. That's the document that you shows that you're single. You're not married. How you doing, Robert? I gotta blow through these guys. I'm getting a little dippy here. No, plan on coming here, and I hope it's open for you, buddy. Come on out. I'll buy you a cup of coffee. We don't need to go there, Steve. Come on. You want to do that? Start a channel. Also, you don't give advice. That's true. And that may be what it sounds like when you bring up religion. I can talk about religion without giving any advice at all. I could just talk about what I was seeking, what I was looking for, what I found. And then you can draw your own conclusion. I take it you can do that. See, I brought up the word religion and everybody's getting all weird. Yeah, we do have a little garden going on. Good night, kiddo. I am going to go to bed here soon. Hail the chicken is right. That's the smartest thing that's been said all night. It is warm, man. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I wouldn't want to ruffle any feathers. I'm sure the trolls tried to hit him. It didn't work out so well. I should have her back again. I'm actually going to see her tomorrow. And May wants to have her over to go swimming. I said, you put on her show. See if we can't get some people pissed off. It gets the trolls all jicky, because they're at home alone. And they're like, anyway, well, I won't go there. Yeah. And now that guy will make a video about me. I get guys that call me up and they go, hey, so-and-so made a video about you. In fact, I was having a conversation with, he's got a show called Sense of Style. His name's John. And he goes, hey, did you see so-and-so did a live stream and they were talking about you? I said, no. And he says, well, what about this guy? Do you know who this guy is? I said, yeah, I know who he is. And he said, did you watch his show about you? I said, no. He goes, well, why not? I said, well, why should I? Why do I want to hear that? They're not talking about anything. They've got a vocabulary where they got 5 or 6 buzzwords that they've come up with that they think are cute. And it's redundant. And it's based in fiction and in their imagination. And it's kind of like if you've heard it once, you've heard it 1,000 times, right? There's no creativity or imagination behind it. And it serves no purpose, and I don't have time. So in the beginning, when I first started the channel and that started happening, May and I would watch it. It would really bother May. And then now she just goes, it's nothing. Where I just take exception with them is that they can attack me all they want. And they've got an open invitation to come to Doomageddon and say it to my face. But they'll never do it because they're cowards. So if you want to sit across from me and call me names, no violence. It's not going to blast you in the face or go old school on you. Come on. Man up. Come say it to my face. And then come say it to baby May, to her face, where we can look at you and not necessarily respond, but let's see you do that. Open invitation. Come on and do it. You know, I was in Williamsburg, Virginia, man. It was some of the most beautiful country I'd ever seen. I won a contest, and I got to go out there for 3 or 4 days. Hey, good evening, gang. You're up late. I like Dr. Seuss and Mr. Potato Head, too. I think Mr. Potato Head's one of the greatest inventions ever made, one of the greatest toys ever made. You're still feeding the troll. Yeah, I shouldn't do that. Just because I'm tired. That's true. You cannot win. You have to ignore. Because a narcissist is never wrong. They actually have no empathy. It's all self-centeredness. So they can't be wrong. They don't have any real feelings towards anybody else's feelings but their own. That's true. I understand that. It's like I said, you don't argue with idiots because they'll drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. I know that. But I get pissed off when they insult the local community and women. I just think it's wrong. And technically, I'm elderly, so that would be elderly abuse, right? How are you, young lady? I thought you were coming to do Maggette. Same old, brother. I'm going to bail out of here in about 10 minutes. Yeah, I know. You take your beatings too. And 9 times out of 10 or 99 times out of 100, I just ignore them. But I kind of like to explain to the people going on out there, the adults in the room, that there are people that have so little life that they have to create something through somebody else, whatever's lacking in theirs. I just find it interesting and boring at the same time. Yeah. Go, March Madness. I hope it opens up there, guys, for you. Okay, so I'm going to zoom through these guys. Like I said, I'm tired. Thank you very much, Brian. She enjoys doing it. Thank you for the likes. We appreciate it. See, this would be something I would never get into. It wouldn't be like that at all. Because there's so many different arguments from so many different directions. The only one I can give you is mine. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. It'll go to Baby May. Thank you, Mark. I like all you guys. Not bad for 66, huh? Yeah, I don't know what this, they say it's your mother's father that determines your hairline. So my whole philosophy on baseball caps was for bald guys. That's why they went into fashion. Because around the time all these baseball caps came out, it's when guys started turning 30. Yeah, that's true. Thank you very much, David. I'll take you up on that coffee, bro. Thank you very much. So anyway, I'm not being rude, but I'm signing off. I appreciate you guys joining. There's 241 people here. I know it's early in the morning over there. A lot of you guys are at work. Normally, I do a live stream like at 8 o'clock in the morning here where you guys are home from work. And I know it's a lot easier to get on. So, but I was jicky-jacking around and thought that I would just go live for a minute. Thank you very much. So, I know what we'll do. We'll get off the topic. Do you think I should dye my hair? How about that for a question? We'll get off religion and we'll get off the trolls. Do you think I should dye my hair? And if so, what color? Yeah, we did. I always have fun with Mark because I never know what he's going to ask me. And I like the train of thought, He just lets me go off on my little trains of thought. And sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying until after I've said it. I did receive my check. I got it today. I'm glad she's out of Dubai, brother. See, I don't know enough about that. I've said in the past that I'm going to open up a Charles Schwab account. And I will. But I had a guy, that's why I don't like to give advice. See, things go sideways and they blame me. But I had a guy write me saying he closed his account because it was blah, 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 problem, blah, 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 blah. And because of me, I said it and he went and did it. And so it's like, that's why I hate giving advice. Good Lord. Except for the phone. I know I'm right about the phone. Yeah. Well, we all pay taxes, so I guess a little taste is okay. And we all spend the money, which goes back into the economy, which gets taxed. So, but you're right about printing the money. It's interesting it depends on what port you come into and what the mayor's thinking about that day. So I've heard it both ways. So I'm not going to answer the question. I would refer you to go to an official government Dumageddon website regarding that. It keeps changing. I'd love to answer your question, but the mayor of Dumageddon wants a letter. I know some people that went to Cebu, which is right around the corner, 10 minutes away from Dumageddon, and got on another pier and went to Santander, which is in Cebu. They went there for the day and came back and had no problem. Had they have left from Dumageddon and came back, they would have been required to show a bunch of documents and possibly a test. I don't know. So it's just, to me, it just doesn't make any sense. And the only thing that I can tell you I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait until the proverbial smoke clears and we can just come and go. I don't think it's going to be a great year for traveling. I think that there's going to be hoops. Well, you know what? I have a great face for radio. Okay, yeah. I've done a number of vlogs about that. So anyway, I'm excited because I've got Little Mia is already recorded and going to be released in 3 days. I'm excited because Jen, my next door neighbor, is going to be released in about 3 or 4 hours. I'll be asleep when she first comes out, so I won't be able to answer your comments, but when I wake up, I will. And then after that, I've got Stash Wagner, full 35 minutes with him. Yeah, so, I'm not saying I did. I'm not saying I didn't. but it sure as hell sounds like it, because baby May and I both were in bed for 6 weeks. Actually, May was in for 7 weeks. And when I say that, I mean, we just kind of got up and used the restroom, got a little something to eat, and she would go back to the bedroom, play around on her phone and fall asleep. I would go to the front room, lay on the couch, watch a half hour of TV and just go to sleep. And we went through, I don't know, 8,000 Advil, and a bunch of Gatorade. But I'd like to hear it sometimes. I get the Ric Flair comment a lot. That and Jerry Springer. I got it. One of my favorite shows, by the way. Oh, William, settle down. I can relate to that, Kip. Yeah, I don't know anything about diabetes medicine. I imagine that it's fairly available here. I don't even know what kind of medicine you take for diabetes. What is it, insulin? No, that's something else. Or is it? I don't know. I can tell you about the cost. I don't take it. But so many people have diabetes out here, I imagine it's fairly available. Let's see, I'm not getting through my comments either. Have a good one. I thought we were putting your comments up. Yeah, I already did. You got to go back to my playlist, buddy. She's in there. There you go. Thanks, Ron. Thank you very much, Hubby Bear. Yeah, okay. Probably tomorrow. I'll just go back and do a link or something with my email. I thought it was in my description box. Maybe not. Maybe I need to go back and pay attention to my YouTube channel and see exactly what I've got in there. Probably nothing. There's the name of the medicine. I thought Paul was interested in real online relationships with Filipina and American us. I don't know what that means. Yeah, over the counter. I don't know if it's expensive or not. All right, kids, we're going to sign off. Well, there's a big misconception about car salespeople to begin with. I had this conversation with another guy in person the other day. And when in doubt, tell the truth. So that'll make you successful no matter what. Yeah, I would agree with that, bro. Yeah, they're moving targets is right. I do. It's just Paul McGill in the Philippines or in Dumaguete or something like that. That's true. Have a good one, kids. I'm going to bail out of here. Thanks for coming by. Oh, here we go. Swab testers finished the interview with the Dumaguete City Mayor. Thank you very much for that. Swab testers, watch the interview with it. That's what I recommend you guys do. If you really want to know what's going on, is go to the government websites and see what the latest and greatest is. Because the Dumaguete mayor, for some reason, he's, it's good to be king, and he wants everybody to know he's in charge. Don't skip my last comment. Okay, your wish is my command, pal. Yeah. Everybody should sell a car every now and then. We should give it a try. Good night, everybody. All right, on that, I'm going to say good night. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate you all. And remember, be nice to one another.